life in that to protect the country and the people. The word war zone is mean an area where there is war, and in the people who were in the war zone, they couldn't away from the due to certain situation. And the word survival, it's mean to live without getting harmed. When they are flood, we have to survive. When they are drought, we have to survive. And they were the players of the Sri Lankan team waiting for the experience that rather than playing that match they saw. That match had not been a pleasant or a pleasurable one for them. That is why this type of idea has come out from that particularly vocal person Tilan Tushara. When it comes to literary device, we take this as a kind of foreshadowing. Foreshadowing means we are going to say something that's going to happen in future as we felt it prior to that or before that. Sounded like firecrackers going off. In this sentence, the Sangakkara used a kind of simile to bring out the sound effect. It's in the literary device we can call it auditory imagery. And also it was like a rain on a tin roof. It's also the auditory imagery. It brings out another sound effect. So when the drops fell onto a tin roof, where the roof is made of sheets made of this, we get the sound very hard. And the team members could do was stay still and quiet, because the purpose of this action is the gunman can't trace or find the target because they are shouting and walking a big panic or a noise. It's very easy for them to attack. And finally, when the attack was finished and Sangakkara came back Sri Lanka, the one soldier asked to, "How are you?" So the Sangakkara said, "I'm good." And how can this man value his life less than mine? That was the question came to Sangakkara mind. The soldier's sincerity was overwhelming. The love and affection towards this great hero. And finally, the theme is the Sangakkara had a sympathy, empathy, team spirit, patriotism, etc. Thank you.
Thank you, Keetana, for your marvelous presentation. Next, I would like to call upon our attack.
Good evening to you all. I am here to present on the speech, the Lahu attack, which was given by Kumar Sangakkara. This is one of the speech which clarify about the lifestyle of the people at the time period of war. He started his speech in a good manner. I was fortunate that during my life I never experienced violence in Sri Lanka firsthand. Here he was I was fortunate. The word fortunate indicates he is very lucky. What are the place he was very lucky? He was very lucky in both Sri Lanka and Lahore. The word during my life tells us the beginning of his life, and he in Sri Lanka first hand. The first hand means the first person point of view, but he told that I never experienced violence in Sri Lanka firsthand, so it can't be considered as first person point of view. He was not the victim for the attack. Even he even he heard this in radios or television. Uh, in He said, I was never in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here the word wrong is wrong repeats, which is called as repetition. He said that he is at the right place at the right time. In Colombo, apart from these occasional bumps, which means there is no war in Colombo, and apart from Colombo, in northern and eastern places, there are occasional bombs. So here we can see two pictures in one country, which are Colombo and other parts of the country. Here he compare these two, so it can be called as comparison. Children went to school, people went to work. I played my cricket. We all know that in Colombo it is very secure place. So it is not. There are no problems for pupils or people. So the children go to school, people went to work. I played my cricket. He said my cricket. It indicates the possessive pronoun. In other parts of the country, the people were putting their lives in harm way. They had to defend their lives from the attack. Their daily routine was avoiding bullets, grenades, shells, and mines. They kept their children from the attack. They had Sangakkara had to visit Pakistan, had to tour to Pakistan in 2009 to play a test match in Karachi and Lahore. When they stayed at the bus, Tilan Tushara joked that he wished a bomb would go off so we could all leave Lahore and go back home. We all know that home is one of the safest place for us. Could be considered two messages that are accidental utterance, and he might have realized the attack. We all know that Pakistan is the one of the famous place for terrorist attack. That way, it happened in a few moments. It called as the foreshadowing is one of the literary device where what we are saying something is going to happen in future as we feel that we felt that they heard a sound like firecrackers. Here he used similes. We don't know the sound of the attack, but we know the sound of the firecrackers. Here we can get auditory imagery, which explain the scene with the sounds. And he also said it was like a rain on the tin roof. Here the bullets are the rain is describing the bullets and the tin roof describing the bus. Here also he used similes. When he heard that his her friends injured and they heard, he felt very sad. Mehela had been hit in the chin, Tilan had been hit in the thigh, and Taranga Paramavidana had hit on his chest. Kumar Sangakkara said, as I turned my head to look at him, I feel something whiz past my ears and a bullet thrust in the sides of the seat. The exact spot where my head had been a few seconds earlier. It is it's a narrow escape. If we stayed at the place where he was a few moments earlier, he would have got the attack. When he saw Taranga Paranavidana got attacked. He thought that, oh my God, you were the first ball. You were out first ball, run out the next innings, and now you have been shot. It tells us that he is always in the thought of his career and his favorite game. He is a thoughtful person and he is selfless. He had sympathy on the people and he had humanity. At the same time, they realized that so what the incident the all of the Sri Lankan got for 30 years. There were mixed emotions in the dressing room. They are wrath, relief, joy, etc. When he come to Sri Lanka from Pakistan after a week, he met a soldier and he inquired as his health condition. He said he was fine, and when he replied, the soldier looked at his eyes and told, it is okay if I died because it is my job. I am ready to that. But you are a hero, and if you were die, it would be a great loss for the country.